Well, hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-March right through to mid-April 2025. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Pisces, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in towards you. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to know regarding their love life at this time? Can you please show them the way? What are they going through right now? What is to come? Can you please illuminate them and show them what they can expect in the future there? So the first card we have there is voice. So a lot of you could be vocalizing to the universe what it is you want in a person, but I really feel this is about you getting out there, you know, being your authentic self, enjoying yourself, and basically finding where the fun is at. So we will tap into that energy in a moment. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? We do have the pressure card. It's in the resistance position. That's pretty much where you want it to be, but I do feel that some of you are feeling a little bit antsy right now. You may have actually felt that, you know, adding an extra kind of like level to your life of looking for love or putting yourself in the dating scene just added more pressure. You may have felt that whilst you do want love, you may feel it's not a priority at this time, and you've been trying to prioritize your own needs and really just get clear on what it is that you want. Now, finally, there we have darkness moon, okay? So some of you are processing some challenging emotions. This is just your overarching energy. Doesn't mean that, you know, you're not meeting love. I want you to be aware of that. So this is anything that can help you see what is to come. Now, this is your protagonist energy there, and this card, it says speaking your word. So some of you may actually be attending some sort of event where you speak your truth or give a presentation, for example. Some of you may be thinking about doing like a poetry night, or maybe even going into performing arts, maybe joining like a local kind of dramatic society in some way. That's just come through. It's not something that's connected to this card. I read energy and scry at the same time, but if that's you, I definitely see this as a great place for you to meet love. Okay, that's something that's come through there. But ultimately, this card, it's number 25. When you reduce it, 2 plus 5 is 7. So this is about you kind of like moving forward, but getting clear on what it is that you want. And also vocalizing your needs in a relationship. I feel like you've been on pause on purpose when it comes to love. You've been in a solitary energy in order to learn to erect healthier boundaries, of course, but also articulate your needs in a relationship from a healthy place. So, you know, sometimes when people go out there dating or go on a date with a person, you know, they kind of like skirt around the main issue as to what you want in a relationship. You know, sometimes people say, I can't say that I want to like settle down and build a family because, you know, I don't want to scare the person off. Well, actually, you need to know if the person is going to be on the same page as you. Doesn't mean that this person is like going to be like, yeah, let's get married tomorrow. Or you're going to be like putting the pressure on them to get into a high level commitment with you. It basically states an intention that, you know what, I'm looking for love. I want to see if you're the right person, if you're sharing the same couple goals as me. And if you're not, then you know what, let's bygones be bygones and chalk this up to experience. It was great to meet you, but let's move on. So, you know, I feel this is about you speaking your truth and being proud about what it is that you want. Because remember, this is your life. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is about your needs and them being met. So I definitely see here that you're like launching what it is that you want out into the ether, because as you can see there, it's like a gramophone. The universe is listening. So whatever it is that you are manifesting or telling yourself that you want in a relationship, this is the vibration that you're putting out there. Now, the universe doesn't hear the word don't, okay? It only feels the energy. Remember, we're all energetic exchanges. So if you're focused on the things that you don't want in a relationship, for example, if you've experienced someone cheating on you in the past, or, you know, self-sabotaging, you may be like, I don't want someone like this. I don't want this. The energy is being put out there connected to how you feel about that. And the universe is saying, well, that's the vibration we must match. So I feel it's very important for you to realize what you're matching at this time. And I know people say, you know, be super positive, and then the universe is going to give you what you want based on, you know, you being positive. Well, it's more than that. It's actually how you feel about things. So if you start to really like imagine the sort of person you want to be with, and you feel that joy of seeing them, that little butterflies in your stomach, you know, maybe going on a vacation with this person, taking a shower with this person, having a meal with this person, romantically walking together hand in hand with this person, that's going to give you a different feeling, and that's a different vibration that you're putting out. It's all an energy exchange, okay? So it's not really like, because the world is so complex. For example, you know, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now that people did not ask for, and they're going through some really troubling times, but we're all energy. So, you know, if we're in a constant state of fear, the world is going to have more experiences that harbor that emotion. So, you know, that's the way my guides have explained it to me. And, you know, I'm trying to understand this thing called life as well. I'm not here with all the answers. I certainly am not. I'm here to experience, but this is what my guides give me. And this is what I sort of basically transfer to you and say, well, this is what I'm being given. So then you make your own decision based on your experiences. I'm not here to tell you how things are. I'm here to understand the energies at this moment in time. And I feel some of you, this is about you transforming your energy into manifesting what it is that you want, as opposed to, you know, stating your intentions as to what you don't want. Okay, so that's something that's come through. So perhaps this is going to help you in some way. And this card, it just feels like the universe is listening right now to you and what your soul song is saying. And a lot of you are like wanting to be more spontaneous, want to have more fun, because of course we've got the pressure card here, which means life is a lot of pressure right now, and that's across the board. Everywhere in the world right now is going through some stuff, and then there's so many layers to that, you know, dealing with things that are going on in the world, but also thinking of, you know, your personal circumstances, bills, trying to make life work, all of those things, right? It's a lot of pressure. So some of you, it can be that, you know, you want to find love, but you have other priorities at this time or responsibilities that you need to adhere to. But because this card is in the resistance position, it's telling me about balance. It's telling me that, you know, you are carving out a space for love to come on in. And a lot of you, because it's in the resistance position, it means that you're releasing the pressure somehow, that you are deciding to like zoom into your life a little bit more, to connect to things that bring you joy. You know, this person is having a big old celebration, you know, so I feel this is about being in the flow. This is about releasing any pressure. It's like maybe even an indication of you doing something that releases the pressure. So it could be that you're booking like a yoga class, Pilates, or meditation class, and this is a place where you could find yourself meeting the one. These are all signposts from the universe, so I want you to be aware of that. But whatever you're going through, pressure, I want you to be aware, is often a measure of the body saying something needs to change. And I feel like you are currently thinking about what you need to change in terms of your schedule in order to allow space for love. I mean, some of you may even have felt pressure from, you know, your soul tribe members or your family, like, when are you going to get a partner? When are you going to get married? When are you going to blah, blah, blah? It's like, well, this is my life. It's happening on my terms. And it's not for the sake of you not trying, because I feel like you have been putting yourself out there occasionally to see if there's anyone who's sparking your attention. But there's nobody, okay? So some of you may have just stopped looking and giving your energy to your own needs at this time, because you feel like it's not that it's a waste of time. It's just that I'm actually being given an image right now of a mill, okay? So I can only give you what I can see and what I can feel. So I'm getting like symbolically that the mill, I mean, the nature of a mill is to grind things down into flour, right? So it can be that, you know, you're feeling a little bit ground down by life right now, or by the dating scene. You may feel it's oversaturated. You're meeting people, for some of you, you're meeting people that perhaps, you know, make you feel even more bereft, thinking, oh my gosh, I tried and it's just not working out. Or some of you are not actually meeting anybody and are feeling just exhausted by the whole experience. So you've stopped. You've decided to put your energy into alternative, you know, pursuits for you, because you feel that the dating scene, what's the point? Okay, I see that you're looking for someone who's like pure and loving and romantic, of course, and maybe symbolically it's like you're not looking for someone who's run of the mill, who's just like phoning it in. You're looking for like a grand love story. And, you know, looking at your energy, a lot of you are feeling exhausted and protective because you feel, you know, perhaps the dating scene represents an oversaturation right now, a disappointment, or you're just discouraged. It's not that you're closed off. I feel a lot of you, it can feel like a lot of pressure. Like, how can you put yourself in a position to meet the one? You know, the dating scene on like online apps, or, you know, perhaps dating websites. It's pressure. There's just a lot of people who are not looking for perhaps what you're looking for. So it just feels like it's a bit of a void right now, and you just feel like there's no one out there, because this is a card like Darkness Moon, which is literally like the void moon. So it can feel like there's no opportunities. You just feel right now a little bit like, not negative, but you just feel like the whole experience, you're discouraged from it at this moment in time. Doesn't mean you don't want it. I feel like you're trying to be positive. It's like every time you put yourself out there and try to be positive, you're let down in some way, okay? So that's the energy that I'm getting, but because you have so many indications, I mean, this is a number 7 in itself. Okay, so that means that you're going to move on from these times and better times lie ahead. This reading is for the next 6 weeks. So let's tap into, you know, the Celtic cross to see who's coming your way and see what's going on here, so that we can really sort out, you know, what direction you're headed in when it comes to love. So thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The deck is very complex, so I do see a lot of you have gone through some very complex situations or experiences. I mean, I feel like love has actually been a very transformative experience for you. Some of you may actually write a book about your experiences, or a blog about dating, or maybe you will like write some sort of, I don't want to say manual, because I feel it's more like a book. I just feel like you, or maybe even a screenplay or something, or poetry. You may write about your experiences that help other people go through something that you've been through that was really challenging, that really transformed your like viewpoint on humans. That's something that's coming out there. You're very sensitive and very creative. So I feel like you're the sort of person who could turn pain to gain. I mean, I hope most of you out there have not experienced a painful experience when it comes to love, but I do see with that pressure card there, some of you have been transformed by love and have been protective of your heart because of your experiences. So you may have met people who self-sabotage, disappointed you, let you down, or were a little bit loose with the truth there. So I see a lot of you healing. 8 of Cups on a personal journey of discovery. 8 of Swords, feeling stuck. Okay, these are cards of drifting right now and kind of like not really sure where you're headed when it comes to your love life. You can't see it happening. You're kind of like, you know what? I'll believe it when I see it, okay? That's what I'm being given there for you. But we got the 4 of Wands. We got the 9 of Swords. So troubling times or challenging times are being left in the past, which is really great. But that 9 of Swords can indicate that some of you, you've got a lot on your mind. And, I mean, I got to be honest, there is an energy, a small percentage of you, okay? There's this energy where it's like love. It's complex, and right now you're trying to get your life into a peaceful state of balance, and you just feel that perhaps, you know, love coming on in would cause some sort of like upheaval, okay? I've got a small percentage of people thinking that, like, I'd like love, but actually, you know, it's just a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of people energy where it just feels like, you know, everything changes, uprooting, or I don't know, I'm just getting this energy. So perhaps some of you are feeling like that because you've got a lot on your plate already, and you just feel like this would just be an added thing that I have to deal with right now. Even though it would be a wonderful thing, I feel like some of you are wondering, and this could be based on past experiences, but I want you to be aware that new love will be coming in for you, but it'll be different. Okay, it's not going to be the same old experiences. So, I mean, whose ever energy I'm picking up on with that Seven of Wands, I see like a guarded fence energy around your heart. It's like defensive because you may be protecting yourself, or, you know, you're waiting for the one, that's for sure. And you do actually get a lot of attention, whether you see it or not. But I feel, you know, Seven of Wands is a very guarded energy, and that can indicate self-defense, like you're protecting yourself from love at this time. So it's not that you don't want it, but I feel for some of you, for example, the world has changed over the last couple of years, and you may be wanting different things in a relationship or in a person that perhaps you never even thought about before the last couple of years happened. So it could be that, you know, there's a lot more going on there. Now we've got that Three of Swords. Yeah, so a lot of my beautiful Pisceans struggling with something, or going through a challenge. Now it doesn't have to be that you were broken up from someone or you have some sort of heartbreak, but I mean, that's the main energy I've got coming out there. You are going to meet someone new, by the way. I want you to be aware of that. I can see it right there. Ace of Wands, a spark between you and a person. A lot of chemistry, but we need to see how it goes. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Like for some of you, you could be like just trying to make life work right now. Or perhaps some of you have been just feeling all up in your emotions and feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. I keep like getting this energy of like the world, and I'm not surprised to have seen that card come out. So it can be that, you know, you're an empath and you are feeling that there's other things that are capturing your attention right now, and that love, it's not taking a back seat. It just feels like it's not been a main priority for you at this time. But thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? My guides asked me to go one more, so I am. There we go. Yeah, there is someone coming in, okay? This is someone who is going to be by your side and never leave it, okay? So I do feel, whether you want to get married or not, that's your decision, but I do see with the Four of Wands showing up for you that there is a high level commitment here, very romantic, and I feel like your friends really like this person as well, or your soul tribe or your family members really like this person, and I see you moving in with this person. There's definitely milestone energy of moving in or getting engaged if that's what you want to do. But let's start at the beginning, okay? So we have the Eight of Cups. You're on a journey of discovery. When you get this card, this is about letting go and seeking deeper meaning and authentic people. So some of you could be searching for your soul tribe right now, or some of you, you have a higher calling and it feels like a very lonely experience as you re-examine where you've been, where you are right now, and really where you want life to go. Okay, so I feel you're actually choosing a path that is right for you instead of a path that is expected of you. So I really feel like you're empowering yourself at this time. I mean, Eight of Cups, 8 is the number of the self. And I feel a lot of you, there's only one set of footprints there, of course, which indicates that, you know, you're not seeing anyone right now. And, you know, it's very sort of like, it's a coarse environment. Let's put it that way. I mean, there's lots of sand dunes. Okay, there is this energy of like you're the only person there, okay? And I just feel like you don't know where your destination is headed right now. You can't see further than the horizon at this moment in time, but whoever walks away on that Eight of Cups, you know, chances are they keep walking, they find the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment. So some of you may be in a period right now where you're looking at things that used to bring you joy, because this is a card of feeling like disassociated, or like feeling that things that used to be fun are just not exactly the same anymore. And I feel like you're searching for something else, you know. This is also a card that can indicate, especially with that Three of Swords there, some of you may have experienced a rejection or a heartbreak or a letdown in love in the past, and you're just like soul searching right now and wondering why you had that experience, why you attracted that person or that lesson. And I feel like you're really just sitting with self in order to understand. I mean, this card is all about freedom, the freedom to roam, to go wherever you choose. And I mean, for some of you, not all of you, I am getting a small percentage of you, where you took yourself out of the dating scene and thought, you know what, actually it's too people-y out there and the wrong sort of people-y for you at this moment in time. So you may be kind of like wanting to be deep in thought about your life and where it's headed, and you know, you're sense of purpose. So it can be that you withdrew from love briefly in order to focus and prioritize your own needs. And that may have extended that period of time. And now, like thinking about getting back into the dating scene, it may make you shudder and think, whoa, you know, where do you start? So it can be that you're just feeling right now that you're in a transition period and you're trying to enjoy your single life, but because we have the crossing card of the Eight of Swords, it can indicate that the dating scene, it's a big old maze. It just feels like you're in an environment, which means when you connect to a person, it's almost like 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, and you have to restart again. And you're just so fed up of having to restart or start afresh, or, you know, just feel confused about what a person wants. And you're like, okay, look, you've done the soul searching. You are discovering what it is that you want, okay? But how is it you keep meeting people who don't know what they want? So they leave you like with questions, or they leave you kind of like confused, basically, you know, and I feel you're so over that. So that's why you've withdrawn from that. With the Eight of Swords, some of you are feeling like you're in the same position for quite some time, that you haven't either dated before or you haven't dated for a while. And that Eight of Swords is like you kind of like being really honest with yourself and liberating yourself out of a period of solitude. I mean, for some of you, this can represent, you know, walking a solitary path like the hermit energy, you know, where you've removed yourself in order to spiritually evolve or get clear after a disappointment, or just like find your way in this crazy world. But now there's something that's calling you to change, because this is in the resistance position. It's a crossing position in the Celtic cross, which means you read the upright, but also the reverse. And this indicates that, you know, where you've been feeling stuck, you will now be free. You are liberating yourself from a period of isolation. So you're having faith and you're coming out of some sort of comfort zone. And although you've been like frustrated, I feel this is like a freedom moment. I mean, these two cards are literally about freeing oneself up. So if you're in a cycle of repeat in life, which we all get into from time to time, like a repetitive habit, going to the same places, seeing the same faces, this is your wake-up call to say, okay, I need to add a little bit more adventure or do something different. A lot of you, you know, you've got responsibility on your shoulders. The Emperor showed up there, which means, you know, life is serious and you have a lot of responsibility to adhere to. So you may be feeling stuck in that, for example. And with that Four of Wands, this is the earthly plane position in the Celtic cross, and it means that you're called to have more fun, let your hair down, have experiences with like-minded people. So whatever you're into, basically, this is your calling, and your heart is whispering to you to find events or experiences that really make you feel fulfilled. I mean, the Four of Wands is like a new creative phase as well. It's a celebratory phase, and I feel this is an energy where some of you are going to get an invitation to some sort of celebratory event. Now, this could be the opening of a place, right? It doesn't have to be just a birthday or an engagement or a wedding, but if you're invited to something, I feel like this is a really strong place for you to meet this new person, okay? I'm getting strong invitation vibes from this. I mean, it could also be like something in the community that you're invited to via email, or you see a poster for it and you're invited to attend, for example. But whatever it is, it's going to be fun. And you're going to be in alignment to meet someone where at first, gotta be honest with you, there's chemistry, okay? And you will arrange to meet this person again, but it will be a very organic and slow sensual relationship where both of you are going to enjoy each other's time together, but you're not going to put a label on it for a while. It's going to be very romantic. You know, I feel this person, they are hardworking, they are honest, they are realistic, they're faithful, they are a little bit practical is what I see as well. So it grounds the relationship there too, but they are very romantic as well, okay? So I feel for some of you, this person is really going to integrate into your friendship circle or into your family really nicely. You know, organically, not forced. I just feel like you're going to have a lot of fun with this person. I'm also getting an energy that this person's a good dancer. Okay, so if you are a dancer, this will be great. But if you're not, this person will try and bring you out of your comfort zone. Some of you may even meet this person dancing. You know, I'm just getting like dancer and the word dancer coming through right now. So it doesn't mean that they're a professional dancer. It can be that they just like to, you know, go out there and do a little shimmy from time to time, and they're going to be having you as their dance partner, because I'm just seeing someone like put a hand out to dance. It's like an invitation to dance. So maybe that's the invitation here. You could be going to someone's wedding, for example, later on in the year, and someone asks you to dance. That could be that invitation. So that's something that's coming through. I'm just seeing someone like put out their hand to bring someone to the dance floor. So yeah, strong vibes with that. I mean, it could be that, you know, you're invited to something impromptu over the next coming weeks. It doesn't have to be like an official event. It could be that if you are in a career, it could be that you're asked to go to like a team building exercise, or, you know, after work drinks, for example, or an event. This is like people coming together to have fun, being invited to spend time and have joy with each other, whether it's in the community or whether it's with your own soul tribe members, or whether it is at an event that will, you know, open up this revelry within you, because this is a card of like having fun. It's a card of, yeah, celebration, or just being in a community or in a group of people that have high vibes. Okay, so I'm just seeing lots of celebration, music, laughter, like a hubbub of like an event or an experience, you know, like the ambiance of a really like thriving place. So that's what's coming through there. I mean, your past position is the Nine of Swords, which means, you know, a time of upheaval may have been upon you, and, you know, you had to be really strong and stand like rooted to the spot in a very challenging situation, but you survived it. You're coming through this. The Nine of Swords is in the past position for a reason, which means challenge is in the past. You're entering into a new era, a new cycle with that World card. So something is coming to an end for you there. But also the Nine of Swords, it can be something from your past haunts you, and you're trying to lay the ghosts of that experience to bed. Okay, so I would also say that this card is a call for you to like release fear. You know, Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety, so it can be like false evidence appearing real. The thing that we build in our mind is that fearful kind of like, what if they don't like me? Or what if I meet someone who's crazy online? Or what if I go out there and meet a person and they're just not what I'm looking for? Or they insult me? Or, you know, all of the things that can go through our mind if we're going out there to find a new person. I feel this is about you being your confident, wild and wonderful self, and just speaking your truth, because the right person is going to love you for all that you are, okay, and then some. So, you know what, there's a conversation coming in here. It's a conversation I had with friends many years ago. I don't know why it's coming in, but maybe someone is going to resonate with this. That's why it's coming through, because this reading's not about me, it's about you. There's a conversation that's like, you know what, my friend was saying that she was a little bit wild and wacky and unusual and like quirky and not like typical in the way of what she thought was, you know, a great partner, right? Because they're always like doing like weird stuff, going on wild adventures. And I was like, well, you know what? There's going to be someone who matches your crazy out there. And she was like, she laughed about it, but yeah, she found someone who was identical to all of the like weird and wonderful and wacky things that she loved doing. There's nothing wrong with her at all. I mean, in fact, everybody is searching for the alternative right now. They're so bored of the usual sort of things, right? But, you know, that's a measure of being your wonderful, authentic self. Because if we like hide away, or we don't like express ourselves and say who we truly are, we're going to miss an opportunity to connect to the right person. You know, the same with like, for example, because a friend of mine also, she had a scar, and she was like saying that, you know, I've got this scar, and it's like, well, you know what, that's a scar. It's like a story that you experienced in life. That's part of you. It shaped who you are. Don't hide that. That's part of your history. That's part of you. And, you know, that's actually something that her partner like mentioned and said, they're always talking about their scar, but actually I love that part of her. And, you know, so it was like genuine. And I feel for some of you, not all of you, you may be like overthinking something that you feel is a negative about you, but actually it's a positive, okay? That's what this card kind of means as well. It's like sometimes we tear ourselves down about things that really don't matter, okay? In the grand scale of things, it can be like this is a call to have faith and self-compassion and move from fear to possibility, okay? So I really feel that this is about you kind of like being open to new possibilities and gathering all this strength to do something different and, you know, put yourself out there a little bit more. And by that, I mean like going to events or doing things that bring you joy, because you're not searching for love here. You're actually just having an experience, and love is going to join your side as a byproduct of you going out there and doing fun things. Okay. Now, in your potential position, we have the Seven of Wands. Now, Seven of Wands, although there is a fence here and it's guarded, which I do feel from some of your energy. I mean, looking at this card, you know, the Darkness Moon, this is someone who is not really closed off to love, but is very protective, okay? And the Seven of Wands can mean a very defensive energy because you've been hurt in the past, or, you know, perhaps you've been through some stuff in life and you just feel like letting someone in is going to be hard, okay? Because you're very independent, you're self-sufficient, you don't need anybody, but you want to be in a high-level commitment. But this card, it actually means you're at your personal best. You're unstoppable. You know, your passion is going to push obstacles out of the way. So this is about you leading with passion and basically trusting that you can make things happen. Also, if you know the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there is a figure who has a large wand, and there is 6 other wands, like trying to get the attention of the person who is standing on top of a mount, like batting off the wands. It means you do actually have moments where you get lots of attention, and it's about letting the right one in. So I feel there is an energy here of you creating healthier boundaries so that you know who is the right one when you meet them. So I feel this card is like perseverance. You're not giving up on love. You're cautious. Yep, I definitely see that. But, you know, I feel the potential is there to attract a lot of attention. But now it's a case of you deciding who is the one who is deserving of your love. Because remember, you are the one. And you're attracting a person who is connected to your vibration. You know, sometimes we're told in society that we're searching for our other half, which somehow implies that half of us is missing. And that's like an eternal search. And it leads us to a lot of disappointment and expectations that are never met. So this is about you feeling fulfilled, that you are the one. You are a person all by yourself. And actually you are matching a vibration of joy, happiness, romancing your life, and actually attracting magnetically the person who is meant for you and the vibration that you're in. Okay, so that's something that I feel some of you may be looking into right now. That's why it keeps coming up. My readings are not normally like this, but it's something that's coming up right now in this reading. Now, in the near future, we have the Page of Pentacles. Some of you are investing in yourself by applying for studying or, you know, higher education there. You could be starting something new, but also some of you could be paying for some sort of experience or event or something that you do that brings you joy, and this is going to also be very helpful, okay? I feel like you learn something at the place where you meet this new person. Pages are new energy as well. So I feel like you're going to be talking to someone new in the next 6 weeks for the majority of you. Not all of you, of course, but I do see that, you know, there is an energy of you being on course to meeting someone new, and it's going to go in stages. So, I mean, for some of you, this could be that you're going into a new job, for example, and you're about to meet new people, or maybe you're in a job already and someone new enters into the workspace and there's a frisson. I mean, I definitely see you're meeting someone new, okay? The external circumstances highlight a chemistry between you and someone, the start of something, a spark of excitement, and it's a new beginning for you there. And I feel you're closing out a chapter of your life, and a lot of you, it's like your singlehood. Okay, we are single sometimes in order to learn more about ourselves. Interesting that also we've got a book there, and I felt at the beginning some of you may write a book about your experiences. I mean, some of you could be writers, and you're going to meet a person through publishing or some sort of book deal or some sort of book fair, for example. So these signs and symbols, they may mean nothing to some people and everything to others. So please apply it to your situation. It could also indicate you're about to meet a writer, someone who basically, you know, has been through some stuff as well and has documented it on paper, and basically maybe he's even famous for what they've gone through and what they've written. So please take that as it resonates. I mean, Page of Pentacles, it means making an effort. Okay, that's basically, it's the start of something. You're being realistic. You're making the effort, applying yourself to something. I mean, for some of you, it could be that you're applying for an online dating website, for example, or it could be that you're applying to go to like a retreat, or applying to take a vacation. Could be that you're booking online an event that you have to pay for. Because whatever it is, I feel like, you know, it's like there is an invitation attached to it. Okay, so yeah, it could be that your friends reach out and say, hey, do you want to go on that vacation? And you're like, yeah, let's do it. It's a road trip. And then you have to like start booking. But it started with that, shall we do it? Like an invitation there. So that's something that's coming out. Now, this is your advice energy to yourself in this moment. Three of Swords, process something first. So some of you may be like, you know what, I do want love, but actually I'm going through some stuff right now and I need to deal with this. And I'll be ready when I'm ready. And the universe is listening. So we'll send you someone when you are ready. Okay, so if you've been going through something challenging, the universe is hearing you and is trying to help you manage this and move on from this. I mean, the Three of Swords is a very painful experience. Okay, so I'm sending you a huge hug out there and so much love. I mean, some of you, you know, you may have literally gone dark or off grid in order to process this. You could have been grieving something or even grieving someone. And again, so much love to you. It's going to come in waves, of course. There's going to be moments where you feel completely like numb. And then moments where, of course, like it's free flowing emotion and you're feeling bereft. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there, but the body is going to process this period as it needs be. But I'm going to pull a card on this Three of Swords because I feel a lot of you, this is you actually just taking a really big review period of your life and looking at things that hurt you. And that can be people, that can be like environments, it can be experiences or even cycles of repeat. You know, the habits that we have, the places that we frequent, the people that we let back into our lives when they really don't deserve another chance. So whatever it is for you, I mean, it could even be like a substance. It could be some of you are trying really hard to conquer something that has been challenging and is not good for you or is hurting you. And this is about the release period because that dark moon energy is all about the release of something that has been painful or hard to deal with for some time. So let me just pull a quick card on that Three of Swords for you. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisceans? What do they need to know regarding this Three of Swords? I mean, I gotta be honest, some of you with that Eight of Cups and Three of Swords, it's loneliness. It's the, where is love? Is it ever coming? What do I have to do to be in a position to meet the one? Why is it I keep connecting to people who need fixing or who basically, you know, are not ready for a relationship, that are emotionally unavailable? Well, it starts with the self first, loving oneself first and having value for oneself, erecting healthier boundaries and saying, no, I do not allow you to take advantage of my kindness or my love. And that's really hard for us all to kind of like witness in ourselves and then choose to like block it out, okay? Because sometimes feelings, they are so magnetic and tempting to reconnect to. So if you're, you know, going through a period where there's a person who perhaps causes upset in your life or really doesn't commit, but comes on in and like reminds you of their presence, remember that it is a cycle of repeat that will continue until you say no and you don't connect to it anymore. Okay, we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Star. Yeah, I mean, two very obvious cards. Some of you may have been ghosted in the past as well. So I feel like you're doing a lot of healing, whoever you are right now. And the Star energy indicates there is a brighter future to look forward to. Also, it's a connection to a wish coming true. So the Five of Pentacles indicates that which you do not have, the Star will deliver. You shall have it. And the Five of Pentacles, some of you may have been unwell recently and struggling with a health issue. And I definitely see here that you're healing and getting it to a manageable state there so that you can, like, you know, allow yourself to be in a position to create space for love. But also, the Five of Pentacles is the lament, the sadness. Okay, some of you feel there's a longing there. There can be some really like challenging emotions, or I mean, the Five of Pentacles is like there's a deficiency. It's like there's a ration on for people who are matching your vibration. And you're like, well, where are they at? Where is this person? Where am I going to meet this person? So it can be hard. And that's what you're feeling right now with that Three of Swords. It's like your heart is breaking. You're trying to hold it all together and trying to believe and trying not to give up and all of those things. But I feel you're going to be pleasantly surprised. The universe is going to bring you in a person. And the Star energy indicates have hope that, you know, this time period is a renewal, as it were, where, you know, you're choosing healthier options. You're moving into a new stage of life right now, and you're connected to the universe and all of the wisdom that comes with that. And this has been a period of intense growth for you, this transition period. And, you know, I cannot choose the cards that come out, but I can see that you have been moving through some highly pressurized times, but you are coming out of a cycle that has been challenging, and the universe is like putting you in a path to be inspired and to like reignite that spark for life again, that lust for life. Because at grassroots, that's what this card is. It's about the vision of how you want life to be, to embrace the adventure, to, you know, even when you see this card, it's really interesting, because this is the circumstances outside of your self position, and it often connects to a new person coming in where there's chemistry, there's passion, intensity. It's like a spark of brilliance between two people. Like, wow, I've met the one. Instant attraction with this card. But also, as you can see, there's like lots of buds there, but one bud is different. It's like, this person is not run of the mill. This person is a little bit different. They are someone who's exciting to be with. They're someone who is going to transform your view of what love is. I feel there's a lot of adventure with this person. This person's very creative. I feel there is an energy here with this person where it's like, I just feel it's like you're falling in love, but you're also keeping your distance, if that makes sense. I feel like you don't want to go too fast, because there is a potential to go quite quickly when you have a Wands energy. But because we've got the World card there, and we have, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, this is a slow energy. It's like, whoa, slow down. So I feel like you and this person, as soon as you meet each other, you kind of know that you've met the one. But at the same time, both of you are like, well, let's not rush into this, because I feel both of you have had experiences in the past of things that went too quickly and were not sustainable. So this is not just lust. This is something that is for the long term. It is for keeps. Okay. So, I mean, this means the universe is going to make sure that you are destined to meet this person. But the impetus here is that a change must happen in your life right now. It's like you're stepping into your primal power, being enlightened, because you've been on that Eight of Cups journey, and it's a time for creativity or starting a new venture or seeking new experiences that really ignite that spark within you and bring you joy. Okay, so I really feel that is the key to unlocking your destiny in meeting the one. I mean, we do have the World card, but it's in the hope and a fear position. For some of you, I mentioned already that the world, of course, it's like turned upside down. It's gone to a certain level of crazy that we're all like very speechless at right now and thinking, well, how did we get to this position? But anyway, you know, so some of you could be like looking at the world and how it's going, and you are like nervous and feeling upheaval is coming. So therefore, you know, you're not prioritizing your own needs when it comes to a relationship. But I feel this is a call to zoom in a little bit more to your life and to your needs, and to live in the moment and enjoy your moment as well. But also the World card is like the beginning of a new cycle. You know, things don't really end. They basically transform or transition. And I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons. That's what this card means. You've completed a cycle of tests and testing times. And now you're moving on to a new era where, you know, you're beginning again. And I feel the world is a big old wide place where you can have lots of different experiences. Some of you are thinking about relocating, okay? And you're trying to find your place in the world, because anyone who's going off on the Eight of Cups, this is a big deal. This is like, who am I? Where do I belong? Am I on the right path? What's going on? There's just a lot of questioning going on with you right now. And that's good. Questioning is great, because that's when you're going to reach your destination of where you feel like you need to be. And when you reach that destination, this is where you meet the person as well. It's not that they are the destination. The destination is you rediscovering yourself, your passions, and like romancing your life again. The love that's coming in for you is a byproduct of you feeling really comfortable in your life and feeling fulfilled with all that passion and sensuality and pleasure. You're attracting the person who is meant to be with you, someone you're going to bond with for life, okay? So, I mean, the hope and a fear, I have to be honest, because it is the World card, you read the reverse in this position as well. So some of you may have some unfinished business with a challenging experience. Doesn't have to be with an ex. Okay, it can be that you're processing something that is ongoing right now, and when you feel you've got closure on that, then you're ready. And only when you're ready will the universe bring this person in. There's no time frame. It works differently for everybody in divine timing. But also, I feel for some of you, the fear would be meeting someone who's just come out of a relationship and has unfinished business with a person, and it like spills into your relationship. That's a fear that some of you may have, because you may have experienced that before, where someone went back to their ex, or always was talking about their ex, or wasn't over it, and you were the emotional crutch to help them fix and become stronger, as it were, and then they sort of like left the relationship. So I feel you're not going to experience that again, okay? This is a person that you meet where it's like they are the one. This new person, it's like completion. It's like the end. We are going to have a happy ever after when you get this card, okay? Now, we do have the Emperor energy, which, because there are two people here, I would say you do have a choice, okay? I feel like there's one who's a little bit younger than you and someone who's perhaps as mature as you. It doesn't have to be an age, but I feel like there is a choice. Someone who basically really makes an effort, okay, and is, determined to win your heart, is very faithful. But also, I feel there's someone who has had experience in love, and they really know what they want, and they're looking to settle down. This is the sort of person who's like, okay, I'm going to invest in this, and let's see how it goes. And this is the person who is like, okay, I am in love, I'm going to invest in this, and I see you as my future. I want to make sure that I commit to you because I don't want anyone else to have you. This is a divine counterpart, someone who basically is a protector of love, someone who's calm in their emotions, someone who is not going to give you cause for concern. Now, this person's not going to give you cause for concern either, okay, but I feel this person, they're kind of like, how can I put that? They're stable, they're trustworthy, they're conventional, they take their time, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. But this person, it's like, there's no guarantees with this person. And life does not give guarantees, of course. But with the Emperor energy, this is someone who goes after what they want and they don't stall, okay? So they never leave you questioning. Let's put it that way. So you will have a choice, and it's your choice to make, okay, my beautiful Pisceans. We do have the Magician card right in the center of these two cards, okay? So this can be that you're manifesting right now, and I really feel like you are in a state of manifestation with this card here. So I feel this is about you being all that you are and manifesting the right one. I feel like a lot of you are going to dream about a person that you're meant to be with, okay? And the person that you meet, I feel is the Emperor, the one that you're going to pick, is the one I feel like you're going to pick. They're the person who closely matches your dream, or at least the experience you had in the dream. It's very familiar. You're like, oh, there is a familiarity between you and the person that you're going to choose. It's like you're coming home. It's like you've known each other your whole life. Okay, so a divine counterpart coming on in here. But these can be stages of yourself as well. So it can be that you're taking action. Okay, you're manifesting, you're taking physical action to go out there and do, events that perhaps you've never done before, or take someone up on an invitation, and you're going to meet a person. It is a slow process, but it is a steady one, and you are going to connect to love there. So I would say, I'm going to pull a quick card on this, but I would say in the next 6 weeks, some of you are booking something or getting an invitation and deciding to attend something, and this is where you have a strong potential to meet the one. But I feel like you meet the one shortly after the 6 weeks. It's not too far away because that Ace of Wands indicates that there is chemistry, but I feel there's still a little bit of a wait. I got to be honest with you there, okay? So let me just pull some final cards. We've got the Ace of Swords. Yes, someone new is coming on in. You're going to be talking to someone new. So it could just be on the cusp of the 6 weeks. Ace of Swords, I mean, some of you with that Ace of Swords, it could be that you're doing some online dating, and maybe that's the choice. You have like an online choice, and then you actually meet someone like through an organic way of attending an event. So Ace of Swords, 2 aces there. I would say this is highlighting 2 people. And in the next 6 weeks, things are going to get pretty interesting. Okay. So yeah, I'll leave it there because this is a card of transformation. So I just wanted to see in the next 6 weeks, is something going to change for you? And yes, there's a breakthrough. So a blockage is being removed and you're going to be moving forward. And Ace of Swords can indicate what you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. And you'll be talking to someone. There's a connection there where there's a meeting of minds, okay? Now, also, I want you to be aware, if some of you have been going through some sort of health issue and you've been waiting for a procedure or an operation, for example, you know, I definitely see you healing from that. And after that experience, the universe is ushering someone in. Okay, so that's just come in like under the radar there. So I'm just going to go get some final cards. We have Limitless. Interesting, because we got the Magician card there, which means there are limitless opportunities and potentials for you to meet this new person. I feel like you're meant to meet them. So no matter what you do, but you must do something, is what I'm being given. No matter what you do, you will be put on the path to meet this person. You know, that is the infinity sign. So it's limitless opportunities. Where's that card? There, Omega and the Hunt. Ooh, hello, my beautiful Pisces, look at that. We've got the Hunt. So you're going to be locked on to somebody and someone is going to pursue you, okay? And I feel this is about letting the right one in. I mean, if you know the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot and the Seven of Wands that I mentioned earlier, okay, it's like people vying for your attention, that there will be rivalry, okay? And all these wands are kind of like trying to get the attention of that one person who's on a mount, and they are like holding them back. So it's like you will be sought after, okay? People are going to want to know you. You are magnetic. But also it's like, which one do you want? Okay, because I feel like you will have a choice. And we've got Limitless there as well. So these also may be signs. We've got 2 dogs here and we've got a swan. Random, but it could be that you attend an event that's at like a restaurant or a bar that's called the Swan or the 2 dogs, for example. You know, I'm just throwing it out there. Everything I'm given is a sign. And interesting, my guides, thank you so much, I'm so grateful. My guides said that the 8 of Swords in the resistance position, which is in the reverse, is limitless potential. So again, it's like setting yourself free, escaping like a typical cycle of repeat or something that you feel stuck in order to embark on something new, okay? So yeah, I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a ring before we close. Okay, so we have, interesting. So we have Saturn there, okay? So this could be a sign or symbol for you, but also, you know, Saturn is an energy of being stricter with yourself and your time, okay? Creating space for your own needs as well as responsibilities. So you could be like currently feeling the energy of Saturn with all that responsibility, with that Emperor energy. And, you know, you do need to give yourself a break and do other things that bring you joy. Also, we got an airplane. So the World card, some of you are thinking about relocating. Now that can be abroad, or maybe you're going on a vacation. Okay, but I mean, the travel energy indicates things are moving forward. Things are going to lift off. Okay, so I feel, you know, lots of adventure with this person. They may even be a pilot or have a pilot license, or maybe you do. So that could be something that's connected as well. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Okay, so basically, thank you so much, I'm so grateful. Basically, I heard a song before I came to your reading. I do a little meditation beforehand, right? And I was like, okay, this song has come through, but I don't like to influence the reading until it actually shows up in your reading, right? And I wrote it down, which is great, because normally I don't, and I kick myself and think, oh, I can't prove it, did it happen? But anyway, I actually wrote this down, and I'm going to like show you what I wrote. But I'm hearing the song again, and my guide said, look at the trinkets, look at the cards. Okay, so okay, very strict there, but anyway, this is what I wrote. Okay, and it's playing again. Okay, what I'm hearing is Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. Okay, and I hope you can see it. My writing is like awful when I'm like channeling, so it looks like a little spider that fell in an ink pot and crawled across the space there. So I'm just like, okay, it says Fly Me to the Moon. In other words, take my hand. Frank Sinatra. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing right now. And we have the airplane and we have the moon right there. I mean, this is Saturn, so it's not really like fly you to Saturn, but Fly Me to the Moon. Listen out for that song. It's a sign for you, okay? The fact that it came through there, it's just come through again, and you got the airplane and the moon card, I would say this is a big hint. You'll be at an event, you'll hear that song. It's a signpost to listen out for. I mean, you could even be walking down the sidewalk and hear that song playing in someone else's car as they drive past. That is your guides making sure you hear that song to highlight you're about to meet the one, Okay, so that's coming through there as well. We've also got the butterfly. Now, this really highlights you've been in a period of transition, but also it's the butterfly effect. Doing one thing for you literally changes everything. Okay, like a ripple effect there as well. So I feel like you are literally coming out of a cocoon stage, out of a period of dormancy, following your passions, and now everything is open. And we've also got life ring. Life ring. This person is for life. Okay, and this person, they're humanitarian. They like to save the world and people in it as well there, but it says life ring, and I really feel that's, you know, a commitment for life. Rings are all about commitment, about, you know, a bond between two people. Maybe there's something connected to the beach there as well, or to the sea in some way. But yeah, I would say there's a commitment coming in here, and it is for life. It's for keeps. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates, my beautiful Pisceans. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. Lets you know when I update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Pisceans, and love and light.